Do you have those toxic people in your life? Like they just never happy. They not happy if you happy. That they never have anything good to say. And if you want to bring a good mood, they're always gonna bring you down. They're gonna remind you who you are, where you're coming from, and that's why it's not gonna happen to you. They always clip your wings. Question is, why do you still have them in your life? And you're probably thinking, what do you mean? I mean, I have to have them in my life. This is how it's supposed to be, right? No, it's not. You can really take care of them. As of saying, you can stop meeting them, you can stop talking to them, and just keep distance. But here is the catch. Not all of us can do that. Why? Because we have abandonment issues. And if you come already with a childhood trauma that was caused by an alcoholic or an addict parent or guardian, you are afraid to be abandoned or afraid to abandon others. And since you didn't get enough of support when you were growing up, you kind of realize that the clinging part always need to be there. And that's really comes from your survival. So the way you understand that kind of relationship is when you needed someone there, they were not there. And when they were there for you, even 5 minutes, you were just happy to have them, no matter how bad they behave or what. And those toxic people in your life right now, that's what's happening. Why are you feeling guilty of cutting off with a friend? Is it really a friend if they never support you? They're kind of happy for your unhappiness? Is that friend who tells you, I told you so. I told you this guy gonna dump you and you didn't listen to me. Why are you still talking to that person? Because of abandonment issues. Because you're feeling guilty of telling that person, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Or just telling right into their face and say, how dare you talk to me like that? Why are you always being so negative? Because you're afraid they will abandon you. And there are some relationships in our lives that probably you can say, well, how am I going to abandon my spouse? Probably that's easier to abandon your spouse and get divorced and move on and be happy with somebody else. Then let's say, let go of your parents. Because there's the survival thing that we always have to be with the parents and help them. And if we're not helping them, we're feeling guilty about that. So how is it you deal with a toxic parent? You keep distance. You do not let them push your buttons. I don't know, and that's easier said than done. And I could make another video, a whole workshop on that. But if you have a toxic parent, you just talk to them less. And then before you even go to meet them, you tell yourself, I'm not going to allow them to push my buttons. It takes work, but it's possible. Let's say you have a coworker or a friend who they just come and talk and they just drag you down. Stop doing that. Tell that coworker that you have to go. Don't answer that phone call that you're getting from that friend. If somebody's inviting you to their house or to some event that you're not going to enjoy it, just tell them, no, I'm busy, next time. So I want you to really look into your relationships and really evaluate what people are really serving you, what people are actually not serving you. Kind of like, are they supporting you, or you feel uneasy with them? And to understand yourself better, the problem with abandonment is when you grew up in that kind of environment that you were not supported and you didn't get of love and support and all the other things that you needed to, you can go from one extreme to the other one. You can become very clingy to other people. So when you get into a relationship and you have that friend or that coworker and you just can't let that go because you feel guilty, like, no, I have to keep going with that. I mean, especially if there's a lot of time involved in that. You're like, I invested already in this marriage 15 years. Are you expecting me now I'm going to drop this? Yes, you should. Because imagine if I will give you going to live another 100 years. Will you still live with the same person? Will you still be working the same job? Think about that. And if you think that, no, I don't want to do this, then it's time to start for you to make a plan and actually get out of that. So another thing that happens with the children that grow up with abandonment issues, we can go from one extreme to the different extreme. Such as you already been hurt before, and you may think that relationships overall, generally, with people is just bad deal. So you will be keeping distance from everyone, getting to know the people, from your coworkers, with the your neighbors, anybody who enters your life, you like keeping at their hands length. Like, I don't know you, and I didn't even want to know you. Even if I will know you, then I will like you, and then you will abandon me. So you know what? I'm not gonna hurt myself. So you also think about that. Are you doing this in your life? Are you not allowing people to come into your life and know you and support you and love you? Think about that. And here's the ultimate question. Are you abandoning yourself? Yeah, you abandoning yourself. What does that I mean by that? You're like, what do you mean how I can go? You know what that's saying? Anywhere I go, I take myself with me. True, the body, yes. Your mind, yes. But standing up for yourself, knowing your values, standing up for your boundaries, and implementing those boundaries, and telling other people to respect your boundaries, it's very different. So are you abandoning yourself? Because if you have abandonment issues, you may learn to abandon yourself as well, just so you can please your parent, your guardian, out of survival. So if, let's say, there's something in your life right now and you're thinking, I cannot do this, and I'm going to behave the way they want me to behave for the peace of it, that's where you're abandoning yourself. This video already kind of been long, but I hope you found value. And if you have abandonment issues, I'll be happy to help you. And in the description below, there is a link where you can schedule a consultation with me. And I'm doing this maybe this month with a little discount. So I hope I'll talk to you soon.